Hello, everyone. I hope everybody had a good holiday season, regardless of whatever holiday you celebrate. We celebrate Christmas here, so it was a really big Christmas day yesterday. And as we do every year, everyone asks me what I got, what was the haul like, and every year I do this under protest because I don't like. This just feels like showing off. But people want to see what I got for Christmas because I have this crazy big family who appreciates the responsibilities I have for them, and this is the time of year where they all gang up and beat my Amazon wish list to death. So, okay, yeah, oh, fine. So once again we are doing our annual Christmas haul vlog, recorded under protest, but people wanted to see it, so we are going to do it. We're gonna break this up into segments because there's three distinct segments here, and I'm probably gonna jump cut in between because there's a lot to get through. If you've never seen one of my Christmas vlogs before, you're gonna understand what I mean by I have a crazy big family, and the crazy part is the part you should pay attention to. So we're gonna start with media because it's the smallest group, and not a whole lot in there, not a whole lot interesting. Stack of DVDs, for instance. So I'm way too zoomed out for a lot of this, but hey, what we're gonna do? Tiny Toon Adventures, grew up with, great one. The Pirates of Dark Water. This got cut short way too soon. I was so upset that this ended just like halfway through the storyline. Transformers Cybertron. This was on my Amazon list for TJTV fodder, and we're still trying to figure out a solution for TJTV. I've got something in mind though, and it might let you people on YouTube actually watch it without having to go to my website or risk a weird player from like Dailymotion or something. And then there's GoBots. Yeah, I think this is my dad trolling me. Except he doesn't know what trolling is. What I've got to laugh at is if you actually look at all of the pictures on the back, you can't see it from here. So I'll, like, go look it up online or something. It's the first volume, original miniseries. All the pictures on the back are of the bad guys. Like the preview art, all the screenshots from the episodes that are on the disc, it's all the villains. And even like Leader One on the cover is the only Guardian, and he looks mean. He looks really, really mean in that drawing. So that's it's fun. It'll be fun to just go back and watch GoBots. I haven't seen that in forever. And then the big one for the media category, at least as far as DVDs go, Shout Factory's full series of Transformers G1. You would think I would own this already. I never have, and that's because the Rhino release was the only one you could get for so long, and it was horrible. If you never experienced the Rhino release, they went and fixed errors that weren't errors. So like a new Starscream would just show up in shot instead of like Thundercracker or Skywarp. Good job. And they went and added a bunch of sound effects that they claimed were always there, you just couldn't hear them because it was improperly mixed before. No, they added a bunch of sound effects and it sounded terrible. Like, I literally couldn't tolerate what I was listening to. But this, as far as I know, is the original source, and I'm really looking forward to it. It makes me wonder if I've actually missed an episode. Like, I think I've seen all of G1, but I don't know. Maybe I haven't. On the video game front for the 3DS, Pokemon Ultra Sun. I played Pokemon Moon, so Ultra Sun was on my wish list, trying to be as different as possible. I loved Pokemon Moon, so I'm looking forward to this one, seeing just how much got changed up. So that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to that. And let's see. For the Switch, there are not a lot of video games this year, but we made up for it in quality. ARMS, which I played the demo when it was out, and that was so much fun. Yeah, Nintendo has this great thing that they do when a game like this is released. They make all the DLC free. So every now and then you'll just turn it on and you'll go, oh, we got a new fighter, or you got new arms to equip. Like, they do the same thing with Splatoon. It's an amazing way to keep the game fresh. And it's just really cool to get a game where the DLC is just all free and there's so much of it. So that's cool of Nintendo. And of course, how do you have a Switch and not have that on your Christmas list? unless you already bought it, Super Mario Odyssey. I've heard nothing but amazing things. So looking forward to this. Every Let's Play channel I follow on YouTube has done something for Mario Odyssey. I've been so avoiding all of it because I want to go in clean and fresh. Okay, from here I think we're going to go into equipment. So this is jump cut number 1, and we're back. So when I go with equipment, I mean just anything that really helps my videography adventures. So that starts with something simple, which is blackout curtains. This, it's a very simple thing, but it's far more valuable than a lot of people realize. If you film during the day, or if you film anywhere where there's natural light, you learn to hate the sun because it keeps moving on you. More precisely, we keep moving on it. But this mitigates that. So this will allow me to actually film in the day and actually have consistent lighting, which is something that is very, very appreciated. So I don't know. This is far more practical than the rest of the list. I'm betting that's my Aunt Peggy who went that direction. Okay, let's see. How do we do this? Well, let's go with no. Let's go with the stuff for the camera first, because a lot of what I needed for the 4K camcorder to actually work well and actually do what I needed to do was on the list, and they tried to clear it out. I feel like it feels like a lot of the equipment stuff went expensive, so that a lot of the toy stuff was cheap. I was on the cheap end. I didn't get many figure arts this year. No super high end stuff. Well, a few things, but you get my point. It feels like the toy side of it they kept cheap, so they could go and make sure that what I needed for my camcorder was taken care of. Case in point, full LED lighting, platinum on camera video light, LED dual color. These are fantastic. You can adjust it. You can adjust the color and the hue and the temperature, and also LEDs don't superheat your room the way my current lighting does. I probably need more of these. I probably need at least a couple, and I can completely replace the lamps I use now. This is cool. This is a really cool start. Beyond that, Panasonic AGMC 200G Super Directional Electric Microphone. So this is the microphone that the camcorder requires, and you can tell it's a serious microphone because it uses a plug-in like a real microphone, not a 3.5 millimeter jack. That's a really expensive microphone. That's gonna do some really cool things for me. Hopefully my interviews for MetroCon next year won't be all echoey. That would be nice. Let's see. On the minor end, spare battery. Again, godsend for MetroCon. The battery life on the new camcorder is actually fantastic. So with a spare that I can charge up, both of them overnight, I may never have to plug it. Normally at MetroCon I'm scrambling to find places to plug in and preserve the battery. This prevents that. That's going to make it so much easier to go through the day. Let's see, what else was it? Oh, I guess this counts as for the camcorder, because I can't really work the camcorder without it. If you can't see it, I'm not taking it out because I'm trying to be very careful with it. That's a brand new physical drive, brand new hard drive for the PC. That is 3 terabytes of data space that my new camcorder desperately needs, because I'll be, the kind of footage it edits is we're talking 20 gigs per video if I shoot with that thing. So, very important. And then for actually doing production work, well, this is not really production work, but it was on my list. So I have a tablet now. It's an Asus ZenPad 10. Danielle gave me one of her old tablets. And I'm one of those guys who really likes new tech, but I don't really go in for it unless I see what it does for me. And I didn't see why I would really benefit from a tablet. I've got a smartphone if I need a second screen for something, and I've got a PC that's way stronger than this is ever going to be. But her tablet worked well enough to convince me, yeah, I could probably do with a tablet of my own that is not a old, 4-year-old hand-me-down that barely works. So I have one of my own now. I need a case and a screen protector and all that stuff for it. And also, I have 2 unmarked cardboard boxes on here. when the cardboard box is completely unmarked, it's either something really crap or really expensive. So this is simple enough. New set of headphones, because my old ones are deteriorating quite quickly, and these are actually in my color. So if I stream with the webcam now, no cable to get in the way. That's a huge benefit. They're Bluetooth, and they actually match me. So a little bit of brand representation there. I just needed new headphones. And then, this is also a plain cardboard box, but there's nothing else I could really do with it. Hang on, this is heavy. This is, sorry, jump cut for straining my back. Because this thing is heavy. So, yes, this is an Ultra HD 4K monitor. This was the most expensive thing on my wish list, and I didn't mean for anyone to even buy it. They just went and did it on their own. My family is crazy. And probably broke right now. But yeah, you kind of need a 4K monitor. Kind of helps when you're editing 4K footage. So 4K monitor. It's also way bigger than my current one, and that's going to mean my desk space that I covet very much for keeping new toys on and such, and that's going to go away soon. But yeah, this is incredible. This is incredible. I was almost uncomfortable taking this. It's so incredible. That's a huge, huge thing, in many definitions of the word. So that's the equipment side of things, and I know what everyone is waiting for, at least if you follow my channel, is the toy side, so we're going to do that after this jump cut, part 3. Before we begin right here, I will give a quick shout. I don't know if they want me saying their names or not, so I will give I'll give a generic thank you to my fans who went through my Steam wish list and plucked a few things off of it for me. We got a hat in time, which is fantastic. I thought of streaming that for streams, but it just looked too much fun, so I marathoned that through. Incredibly fun. Thank you very much. Also got me Grim Eclipse, the Ruby game. I haven't dug through that one quite as much yet. Kind of have to figure out the combat system a little bit, but I'm really looking forward to digging into that. And then I got Shantae, Half Genie Hero. That one I'm definitely saving for a stream. That one looks really, really cool. All DLC included, so we gotta have a lot to do in that one. That one's gonna be fun. So thank you very much, guys. I really, really appreciated that. Also, a few personal friends also contributed this year. My friend Brian, who every Christmas makes it a mission to chip away at my mini-bot checklist. Add up, and these are way too small. I don't even know why I'm showing them off here, but yep. So if you can't see, that's pipes, that's tailgate, those are original G1. Tailgate's a little bit worn out, but I don't mind that so much. For me, it kind of reminds me of just how much fun someone had with it. So there's a little bit of story to a toy that's heavily worn like this. So I don't mind it terribly. Pipes is immaculate, and I thought he was just like a quick remold of Huffer. No, they're almost like completely different toys. He was really surprising. So I don't have many mini-bots to go. I think I'm still short of Power Glide, a Swerve, an Outback, and I'd have to look it up to figure out the others. But he's done a good job of chipping away at that list. Beyond that, Danielle, who adamantly avoids my Amazon list. That's her mission, to not touch it. And that's my mission, not to touch hers. Because she's the only one who knows me and can pick through my collection for something I don't have. And oh boy, did she. So that is a Super Robot Chogokin, Genesis Gao Gai Gar, Hell and Heaven version. That's a lot of words just to describe what version of a toy you have. Yeah, it's beautiful. Tons of shades of green going on in it. It's immaculately detailed. It's a lot of fun. She outdid herself. For someone who has no idea what Gao Gaigar is, She picked really well. Gal Gaigar is the show I consistently describe to her as the one where a giant robot smashes a universe with a hammer. Which I thought was an apt description. Yeah. I can't keep that one over with the rest of the stuff. I don't want it getting damaged. Because it's a special release. I don't want anything happening to that. Aside from the fact she would kill me. Okay, so toy-wise, we're going to start off small, because, yeah, more dice. That is the Whiz Dice bag of holding. That is the companion to the bag of devouring I reviewed a while back. I'm still in my big D&D fix. Blame Critical Role. Yeah, so you can never have enough dice. I thought they were just basic colored dice. There's actually some really cool ones in there that I want to use. So that was fun. Let's see. We had a bit of a theme going here, so Funko decided that the Disney afternoon has gone long enough without a toy line of its own, and thus we have all of these: Scrooge, Baloo, Chip, and Darkwing Duck, and Dale. For some reason, they made Chip and Dale, but for some reason Dale was delayed. I already bought him, so he's on the way now. But yeah, it was just really cool to actually see like all these classic characters getting toys. Some of them for the first time, and they look really, really good. Like, that made me so happy. I want them to do more. I need Gadget and Monty. I need Nephews. I need Cloud Kicker. More Funko. More. All right, so go ahead and put those down there because I need to clear space. Beyond that, continuing the theme, also grabbed for me more Disney afternoon. These are the Mystery Minis, which so far is the only way to get a complete set of Rescue Rangers, which is nonsense because one of them is like the rarest figure in the entire assortment. So this will be an epic blind box blitz soon. This is like a blind box mega blitz, or just open up all 12 and just see if I manage to get a complete set of Rescue Rangers. Not likely, but we're going to try. Alright, so continuing the okay, going back to Ruby really quick. Ruby does have some vinyl of its own, not Funko. This actually has detailing and eyes that don't look dead. Yeah, so for anyone who's ever asked me, yes, I'm a big fan of Ruby. And this was pretty high on my list. Again, like a lot of smalls you can see, because I think a lot of budgeting went into getting the camera equipment, which I don't mind. That's actually really good, because this stuff I would actually go out of my way to get. I never get around to getting equipment for myself, so very cool. I actually bought the articulated Ruby for myself as a Christmas present, so, but these are really cool. So these out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. Where do we go next? We might as well go Mega Man X, Nendoroid version, full armor, because if they made normal Mega Man X, I think it'd look way too much like the original that they did. This one I had to cancel off of my pre-orders earlier this year when money ran tight. So really happy to see it. Really happy to see it under the tree. I love this one just because it comes with his big pink blast effect from the original game, which is like the most overpowered thing a Mega Man has ever fired. Yeah, Mega Man, always a winner. And yes, I saw Mega Man 11. I am super excited. I'm starting to forgive Capcom a little bit now. I will have to temper that just in case it turns out to be another Mighty Number 9. We can go figure art here. If you want to ask me how my Christmas was. Perfect. Cell's another one where I had to cancel my pre-order on him multiple times and really frustrated that I never got a hold of him. Now I have. This is the Premium Color Edition where he's much more vibrant than the original release. I'm not entirely sure which of the color schemes I prefer, but one costs $60 to get and the other one costs like over $200 because Dragon Ball Z collectors are insane. No. My favorite villain from the series. Love Cell. Alright, so I gotta, yeah, like, he's gonna be on the review stage soon, fighting with Gohan, I feel. Let's go to Common Rider stuff. I want to thank my family for not questioning this kind of thing. Like, this is a really weird Power Ranger thing. Why do you want it? You know, why do you want bottles that look like pandas and rockets? I don't get asked those questions. They don't know, and they don't feel a need for explanation. So, thank you anyway. I know I'm not really feeling Build's toy line, but I'm not above just putting a few bottles on a wish list because they're really cheap. I don't know. Maybe they'll do something. Maybe they'll do something that wins me over. I'm giving it as much of a chance as I can. The show is great, but I'm just not feeling the toy line quite as much. That's why you haven't seen as much Kamen Rider review lately, just because the toys are not thrilling me the way they used to. You know, X-Aid's weapons not great. The gas jets are great. The belt is great. The weapons now Build stuff is. We'll get there. Might as well keep up with the Build theme. I got my first of this gimmick series, Hawk Gatling. I need more because, of course, the gimmick's not fun unless you have more to play around with. I just ordered the base set, so as soon as HLJ charges me for that, that'll be on the way. But yeah, I want to play around with these. This looks fun, and like this really weird. I kind of want to be double way. So that's gonna be fun. And I really like the Hawk Gatling design anyway. So even if that's my only one for a while, I don't mind that so much. One that I put off for way too long, we have Kiwami Arms from the Arms Change series. I heavily collected the Arms Change figures. I can see them from where I'm filming, and I've got a whole lineup that is just Arms Change figures underneath my TV, and I had all of them from the show. Outside like Jam, I don't think Jam even got one of these. If he did, it was exclusive and expensive. But the only ones I never got were the individual armors, because the aftermarket on those is ridiculous, and the movie riders, and this one. I never got around to Kiwami Arms, so that is now, I can call that a complete enough set to mentally satisfy me now. That was really cool. I'm looking forward. I haven't played around with those in a long while, so this will give me a good excuse to do that. And then, for whatever reason, I think my family just psychically knew how much I loved X-Aid and how much I wanted more of the toys from that. So 3 came off of the wish list. We have, let's see, who to start with. Well, we have Snipe, who I'm kind of happy with because Snipe kind of turned around and became a more interesting character, and I started to like him more. Whereas Blade just kind of went, he was kind of the same the whole way through. So yeah, I was really happy that this one came along. I need to collect more now. I've got X-Aid, now I've got Snipe, so I need to get Brave at some point. Let's see. Considering the armors too. I really shouldn't, but I am. Perfect Knockout. Another one who I really, really liked in the series, so I was really happy that this one was under the tree. Really like this design too. Okay, so that was cool. Love me some Paradox. And more Paradox, because we have the orange half of Mighty Brothers. I think I probably should have marked it that this went with the blue half, and you kind of need both. So now I'm kind of stuck in, like, at some point I need to buy the blue half of this to complete the duo. No, I don't know. I think this one was just really cheap because it doesn't really have any kind of gimmick on its own unless you buy both. But yeah, more X-Aid. Always a good thing. Let's see, what else? Well, we're kind of running down to the wire here. Just about done. So we might as well go into the Transformer section, which there's only, outside of Tailgate and Pipes, only 2 this year. Found out I keep really well up to date with Transformers, so I really don't have a whole lot you can get me for Christmas. So, movie toy, no surprise. Autobot Squeaks. Now this is actually, I don't know, this was just quirky enough to where I was actually curious about how it was as a toy. Also, I did have a fan message me over on Facebook and ask me if I was after him. So, like, I told him it was on my wish list, don't do anything rash. and don't do anything until I know it's not under the tree. It was under the tree, dude. So really do appreciate the thought and the generosity, but I'm handled. I think after this, I think Cogman's the only thing I would really want from the movie line at this point, and he's still really hard to get and really expensive, so I haven't bothered yet. But this one I was curious enough about how he was, just because he's such an oddball of a Transformer. So that should be fun. That'll be interesting, at least as a review. And then we come to the end, my friends. But what an end it is. Because I think the toys were kept a little bit thin for bigger versions. And when we mean big, does not get much bigger. Fortress Maximus in all of his glory. So that means I have all 4 Titans now. Which, strangely enough, between gifts and sponsorship deals, I have all of the Titans, and I've only bought one so far. That's not a bragging thing, I just find it funny. I can't wait to crack this thing open. I have no idea where it's going to go. I have no space for giant Transformers anymore, but I've got to figure it out pretty quick, don't I? No, this should be fun. This should be fun, because I still have the G1. And I've got enough of them now that all the base modes that the others form, now I can just pile them into each other and just make a big city. I can make big cities out of all of them now. Ooh, I need floor space. Can I flip my bed on its side? You think I'm joking? I've thought about it before. Alright, so this one is probably going to be like a light, it's probably going to take me about a few years to sticker him up, but he'll be cool. He will be very cool. So that's the Christmas haul. Thank you guys for watching. For those who were curious about what came in from Santa this year, and Santa being the alias all of my family still takes. I don't know how much of it's going to get reviewed for anyone who is curious about that. This one is really hard to review. I don't review the Titans just because of the space it requires. It's really annoying to do, but we'll try to figure out something. I am the one who reviewed Brave Maximus and had him displayed with the original Fort Max at the same time, so I figured it out once, so maybe I can figure it out again. But that's all for Christmas. I hope everyone who celebrated Christmas this year had a beautiful one. I hope you had a beautiful holiday no matter what it was. If you celebrated no holidays this month, I hope you just had a good month. I hope nothing but the best for all of us, really. So, thanks for watching, thanks for sticking through, and thanks for holding out for a rather silent month on the channel. It's been stressful around here, but we're going to get back to it really soon. So, I have to start opening things now, because I haven't been able to do anything until I recorded this video. I've had to keep it all in box so I could do this. So, I am going to start wrecking cardboard soon. Bye, guys.